Hello everyone and welcome back to my series, Ava's Dream Chronicles. I will be reading to you a bonus story from my journal. This isn't connecting, as I explained before. That's why I call it a bonus, because this really isn't necessary to understand the other stories, other than it's just fun. And I drew a lot of pictures, so it'd be kind of a waste if I didn't read them to you. So let me begin. The Peri Women. For those of you who don't know the Peris, I don't even know if I'm pronouncing it right. The Peris are the first known account of beings even resembling fairies. Persian in origin, they were the angels who couldn't make up their minds on whether to follow God or not. So they were left alone until they did penance and were let back in heaven. Till then, they are the Peris. They used to be evil, but now they just kind of hang around being fairy-like. So anyway, one time I went to bed and dreamed I was at the foot of a mountain. Turns out, Papa dropped me off and was waiting in the car. I immediately started climbing upward. So I climbed and climbed and climbed the mountain until I came to a clearing on the side of the mountain where I saw dozens of women holding some kind of obstacle course. I came during the middle of it, and for some reason, they were all ignoring me. They were very beautiful and all had different natural hair colors and flowing white dresses, but the most striking thing about them were their angel wings with rainbow edges. I found out, through ways unknown, that this was a competition to see who could go down the mountain and meet the humans. I also came to the conclusion that these women were the Peris that I studied the night before, and so I was asking many questions, but they would form their own little circles and avoid talking to me, to which I grew upset. I thought if I ran the obstacle course, it would get them to notice me, and so I did. It turns out, after waiting in line forever, maybe a test of patience, that you have to jump in a rock pit, find the golden orb hidden in it, jump out, and then run through thorny, painful rose bushes, and then proceed to climbing a steep side of the mountain where you finish, and you turn around while standing at the top of it. Well, I was exhausted by the end of it and rather cut up and bleeding, but I completed it, and I still found no recognition. So I tried talking to the leader, who was a black-haired woman, but then already realized that she wanted nothing to do with me. So I stood by and watched the other contenders try and fail, and noticed this one Peri brought her human husband with her. He was Arab-looking but handsome, who was standing by cheering her on. As she climbed the steep cliff without the use of her wings, he was clapping and yelling and saying things like, "You can do it, honey." And the other women started laughing, including me, so he just stopped because he was embarrassing her. So I remembered the same night I studied the Peris, I also learned that the Persians invented candy and candy making. And so I thought that they would like it if I offered them something sweet. So immediately a pot of boiling sugar appeared in my hands, with oven mitts, of course. And using a rock with an open, magical flame, together with my amazing candy-making skills, I made lollipops, about 5 or 6, and stuck the sugar gloss onto some sticks I found. I offered them to a group of chattering Peris. They looked at them as I brought them closer, smiling, but I was deeply hurt when one of them stretched out her hand and pushed them away. I made up my mind that the fairies did not like me, so I sadly left my lollipops on the rock that I cooked them on, and though I kept one for myself, I made my way down the mountain. Papa was still there for me in the car, and so I climbed in the front seat where I woke up. A picture of a Peri may be found in my sketchbook, which is a lie, because I have the picture right here. I posted it for y'all to see. I will now show y'all the pictures. There are 2 others. Yeah, let me just pause this so y'all can see it. Okay, so y'all guys already know this one. This is the pot of boiling sugar. I could even show y'all the pot. It's just like one of my copper kitchen pots. It's my favorite one for candy making. I made them orange lollipops. They were flavored like orange, even though in the dream I didn't have orange flavoring. Anyway, a rough sketch of a mountain. I think there's a picture. Oh no, that's from the previous dream. I would like to break down the psychology of this dream, but there isn't really much to break down. It's just like dream moods, feelings of inadequacy in social circles, not meeting up to my sister's standards, not meeting up to social standards, I guess. And at the time, I did a lot of studying on fairies. And at the time, I was also getting into candy making. So I hope you all enjoyed that. The shenanigans of my nighttime adventures. So thank you. Be sure to like and subscribe.